This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Homesick, a short, absurdist comedy drama sorta deal from 2022 directed by Seefried. It begins with a man in a hotel room, having apparently signed up for some program which requires him to leave much of his belongings behind, strip down to nothing, oil himself up, and get into a bag. Soon enough, in a very strange montage of events, we see what is occurring. The man has apparently rebirthed himself and is reliving his childhood, apparently in the hopes of having a happier one than in his actual past. Of course, second chances don't always end the way we hope, and the opportunity soon proves to be less cathartic than was advertised. There's obviously an element of surrealism and absurdity in these events, especially given how the short is mostly a grown man indulging in childhood acts. It's presented a bit mystically at the start, with the greater mechanics going on behind the scenes revealed only in the film's final minutes. It adds a bit of clarity, but it also gives the movie a bit of a satirical weight to it, acting as a comment on modern businesses that indulge in nostalgic exploitation of their audiences. It's a bit subtle, I will admit, and that's even if it's the actual case and it's more than the film just being weird. It probably would have cut a bit deeper if there were more going on after all was said and done, though the abrupt ending is also a bit of an illustration between nostalgia and reality in its own way. Whatever the case, this does result in a lack of a strong story and character within the film, putting more focus on imagery, theming, and the absurdity of the premise over anything else. There is still at least a nice creative energy going on, simultaneously indulging in the nostalgic tones of the environments and locations, and also treating them with a tongue-in-cheek manner that betrays their comforts. There's some lighting contrasts that help to sell the dichotomy, with brighter, sometimes more colorful scenes adding to the happiness of a setting, and darker lighting presenting the opposite. Even the film's use of music adds to the contrast, though that's more simply integrated by the scenes of simulated childhood having a score, while the bookends which present the man's reality are bathed in natural ambience and silence. In the end, I will say that while the idea of the short satirizing the commercialization of nostalgia is up in the air, there's definitely meant to be a direct clash between not only an ideal childhood and an unfortunate adulthood, but between idealism and realism in general. Or, well, something like that anyways. Homesick. Seefried, 2022. 4 stars. I would recommend seeing it yourself. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I'm not so sure I'd want to relive my childhood. I mean, it wasn't bad at all, but there's a chance I'd have to relive the potty training years, and I don't want to risk that.